But Anthony
Oscar,
Richardson of the
okay.
Indianapolis Colts, now, as far as I know, it was minor. It wasn't a big deal. But a couple weeks ago, he had to leave practice due to a sore shoulder coming off the surgery he had for his AC joint. Um, Now, the reason why I want to get into this, he also said, I guess this last week or so, that he said, quote, playing in the NFL, I feel like is easier than in college. Kind of hard to say that when you've only played like, what, 3.5 games. But I guess we'll wait and see on that one. But I just thought I'd put the question out there. I know Brandon's a big Colts fan for sure. What's your concern level? Because this is obviously the history of Anthony Richardson's list of injuries since high school. This is before he got to the NFL. This does not include last year where he had the bruised knee, the concussion, and the AC joint. But he's also had a knee issue, a couple shoulder injuries, the same shoulder with the AC sprain and clavicle fracture here. Had 2 hamstring injuries, a concussion, some more knee injuries with 2 knee surgeries, ankle, hamstring, and a left shoulder this time back in high school and college. So this is a history with him. And this is one of the reasons. Early 20s. I don't know the exact age, but
I could be asking.
But this also, hold on. This also stems from his style of play. He's a very mobile quarterback. He's a very physical quarterback. I understand. I get all that. I still, from what we got to see him play in those games, the man is electrifying. He made plays that were dead plays, but he turned them into plays. Lamar learned the hard way the same way. Like he still runs the ball. Don't get me wrong. Lamar is still a threat every time he drops back, but he's also learned to throw the ball. We know for a fact that Anthony can throw the damn ball because we've seen him do that on occasions too. I just think now, given that we've shored up some areas that were a problem, that won't be a problem, where that shouldn't be a problem this year. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Yo, it's one of these situations of." Do I really want to? Do I want this guy? Do I feel like we got buyer's remorse? No, because the same can be said for me as a wrestling fan. If you could pull up a wrestler's injury list, see how long they were gone, how many times they was hurt, you get the same results, but it'd be far worse. But yet you still tune in to watch them motherfuckers. So I'm assuming tune in to see him. That's it. Name me one quarterback that's played literally his whole career, no injuries.
Oh, guaranteed. I mean, Brady's probably the closest, but even like I said, that 1 year, he was done for the year too. Week 1, he took that shot to the knee and was done.
Yeah. Currently, one of the most secure quarterbacks in the NFL, Patrick Mahomes, he got hurt numerous times.
And he had to play through it to win the Super Bowl this year or last year or whatever. So yeah, I mean,
Joe Burrow. First of all, football is a physical ass fucking sport, no matter what position you play. Nobody's safe on the field. Hell, kickers has gotten hurt. I'm not concerned. I'm really not. I am more intrigued to see what he's going to do this year because he didn't really get to show off what he had in store. When what you got to see, the man was electrifying to watch.
Yeah, when he was on the field, absolutely he was. So he may not be too far off when it comes to talking about how the league is easier than college. He was definitely showing it when he was on the field. He was tearing them up,
bro,
early on. I mean, CJ Stroud eventually come along, but early on he struggled. If Anthony Richardson could only get better than what we saw on the field, that's outstanding. So I don't know. I mean, the encouraging thing about this list here now, I don't know exactly if how much he actually was like the number 2 quarterback in like Florida and things like that. But the games missed, he only missed 9 games through all this. Now, the most games he missed was this last year with Indianapolis. In that regard, I'm a little encouraged. It seems like he plays through a lot of it. Especially on this one here, when he tore his meniscus off the bone, he only missed 1 game, according to this list. I assume this is 100% accurate. I mean, it's just something. It is concerning a little bit. At the same time, we've only seen a little bit of him in the NFL. Let's let him see if he can prove himself. We'll see what this year holds, and let's hope for the best. That's all I can say. Well, there was the one concussion he did get. He kind of slowed down before he crossed the end zone, and a guy came up from behind and decked him kind of hard. He fell down and smacked his head off the turf. That one he needs to learn to run through the end zone because in the NFL they're going to come at you if you're not quite there yet. So you got to run all the way through that before you even think about slowing down. So that stuff he needs to learn. He needs to learn to slide a little more, which he started to do a little bit before he got the shoulder injury. So I'm hoping that he is starting to get there, but he does have to learn to protect himself. And that's something Andrew Luck had to learn how to do too And hopefully the offensive line can hold up and all that good jazz. But yeah, I'm
listening to him talk, listening to the love he has for football, and the fact that he just drowns out all the negative noise. You know what I'm saying? He just keeps it pushing. He goes out and does his thing, and he's a big fucking dude.
Yeah.
Like he comes walking in, and I go, "No shot, he is a big fucking guy." So I'm excited for this year.
Yeah, me too. And if he can stay healthy, the sky's the limit for Indianapolis, especially with that talented roster. In my opinion, they have. We'll have to wait and see what they do together. One last little Indianapolis Colts thing I thought we'd talk about here. A couple weeks back, they announced that Dallas Clark will be inducted in the Colts Ring of Honor. I don't think his jersey number is being retired or anything like that, but definitely one of the great tight ends in the league. I remember when our friend Troy West took him in fantasy football at the number 4 overall pick and went to the playoffs that year. We all thought he was crazy taking a tight end that early on, but ended up paying off for him. The years he had with the Peyton Manning and those the Super Bowl run and everything like that, well deserved for Dallas Clark. Hopefully, I don't know exactly what game it'll be on, but I think it's in October if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. Thank you for checking out this clip from the Dragon's Den podcast. If you like what you saw here, please consider checking out our live podcast almost every single Friday night here on the channel at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And until our next video, guys, take care and God bless.